Just doing a side-by-side comparison of the Syma X5C, which is the smaller drone. You can see it's the X5C, it's the regular X5 with just the camera. The X5SW has the real-time viewing. This one just has a camera. With that one, this is the remote that came with it. I can't say that all of the X5Cs come with this exact remote, but this is the one that came with it. And here you can see the size of the battery. It's pretty small. I was able to buy 5 batteries on eBay for about $10. You also get, if you don't have the camera attached, you can get about 10 to 12 minutes of flight time with that. So that's the X5C package. I bought it used on eBay for, I believe, about $27. Very durable. It's a good quadcopter to start learning with. I've crashed it several times. Still works great. I actually even had it lost in a tree for about 3 days before I could get a ladder to get it down. Took it down, put a new battery in it, and it works great. Good, reliable quadcopter. The camera is very good, but the flight range is not all that great. Next to it, I'm going to pan out some. You can see the difference on the right. The orange quadcopter is the X8C. You can tell just by looking at it, the size is quite different. I just got this one. It's a little more difficult to fly, but it is larger. It does have a much longer range, and very durable also. This is the X8C, which just has the regular camera, doesn't have the real-time viewing. This is the remote that came with the X8C. Actually, if you can see the difference, the one that came with X5C actually looks a little nicer, but I've been using the one for the X8C because of the range difference. On both remotes they have the same button functions. The battery is a lot larger. If you can see the difference between that battery and that battery, both of them give you about 10 minutes of flight time. Just takes a larger battery for the X8, and those batteries I found on eBay for about $12 a piece. It also takes a little larger charger that came with both of them. Gonna pause the video for a minute, and then I'm gonna fly both just briefly to show the difference in the flight. I'm going to take the X5C, just fly it across the street, show how agile it is. Not the best flight, but shows what it does. Now I'm going to fly the X8C. Once I start it up, you'll be able to, just from the sound, hear how much more powerful it is. It is a little slower, but it's very powerful. It is maneuverable. I always fly it on the headless mode, which the X5C does not have. That way you don't have to keep orientation to yourself with this drone. You just you're able to move it left and right, and no matter what the orientation is of the quadcopter, it will still just go left and right depending on its orientation to the remote. The last thing I'm going to do is I have both the X8 and the X5 running off the same controller right now, just to show the liftoff on both of them. So of course don't have the coordination to fly both of them at the same time, but the X5 is so much lighter and more agile that it will take off before it'll be 5 feet high before the X8 comes off the ground, just to show a comparison of them taking off.